And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
All day, every day, any day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Dante Hightower picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Under 10, 10.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady finds his man. Watson over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run on 1st down. White. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Brady. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation,
they'll start the drive with a give to White, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 66. Come on, switch it.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jones on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Flush to his right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Michael Bannon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. And the pressure gets to him again. It's John Simon with a sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
On 1st down, right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check safety.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from White. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution.